A person is surrounded by the incredibly natural beauty of nature, but once in the caring hands of a gardener, plants and flowers, like diamonds, acquire an amazing cut. The same can be said about roses. In their desire to bring the rose to perfection, people have bred many different varieties of it, from capricious to more persistent. But regardless of the breeding species, any rose needs proper care throughout the year. Let's talk about summer rose care today. In summer, roses should be watered abundantly. Make sure that the ground around the bush does not dry out. Withered flowers and leaves are the first sign that a rose needs water. When watering, you need to remember 2 rules. The water should be warm, they should be cold. The second rule says that the amount of water must be increased as the bush grows. On average, it goes from 5 to 15 liters. In summer, it is necessary to remove dried buds, flowers, leaves and stems. During this period, the formation of the bush takes place. When the rose has faded, it is necessary to cut the stem above the leaf that grows outside the bush and much lower than thought. It is also worth pruning all growing shoots that grow inside the bush. Young shoots cannot be cut off, as they will soon give new young buds. To preserve the vitality of the bush, all new formations after faded buds must be removed. And if you do not do this, the bush will be weak, the flowers are rare and small. Roses that give flowers once a year do not need to comply with the above rules. The only recommendation is that pruning of such roses should be radical. After all, the old stems should be cut off, leaving only the young strong ones. Roses are fed in the spring, but in the summer it is necessary to give the roses nutrition in the form of complete fertilizers and fertilizing. From June to October, roses are given potassium. He is responsible for the buds, flowering and preparation of the shrub for winter. From June to September, the plants should be fed with phosphorus. It is needed for the ripening of young stems and the intensity of flowering. Roses need nitrogen, especially after pruning, but it can only be given until mid-June. This makes it possible for young shoots to grow well and strengthen before winter. Organic fertilizers are simply necessary for roses in summer. You need to prepare them yourself and bring them in liquid form. In summer, roses are attacked by pests, larvae, yellow or brown spots may form on the leaves. If all these signs have appeared on your roses, then you need to spray the roses urgently. Antifungal agents of various kinds of intoxicants are suitable for this. You can also use folk remedies, horsetail decoction, nettle decoction, or ash infusion. Weeds take away the nutrient medium from roses, so you should carefully weed the weed, loosen the soil and mulch. Mulch preserves the root moisture, protects from overheating and prevents weeds from growing. It is also necessary to clean up the wild growth under the bushes of grafted roses. 2 by 2 usually take rose hips. It happens that its shoots appear. It usually grows out of the ground, and its leaves are smaller than those of a grafted rose, bright green saturated color. Such a growth takes strength from the main rose. To remove the wild growth near the root neck, carefully tear the ground and remove the shoot. After that, we sprinkle the earth on the mez. Summer care of roses is very important because gardeners get strong, healthy shrubs by the end of the growing season, are able to endure winter and give abundant blooms next season. It is very important, friends, In the second half of summer it is absolutely necessary to reduce watering, reduce loosening and nitrogen application. All this will increase the winter hardiness of the rose. Speaking of the rose as the queen of flowers, we must remember that she, like any queen, is capricious and can show her temper. Nevertheless, this should not frighten the gardener, since following the simple rules of summer care and studying the recommendations from us will help to get a magnificent garden decoration. And with you was the Garden of Eden Canal. Don't forget, friends, to subscribe and rate this video with your like. See you in the new videos. See you soon.